These are iJOY logos, Bluetooth headsets that retail for less than $20. Can a budget set of headphones that cheap sound any good? That's what we're going to find out on this episode of Moondog R&D. So let's get started by seeing what you get when you order one. These are logo iJOY headsets, Bluetooth headsets that I purchased. Now, when I first got these or saw these on Amazon, I honestly thought that this was not the name of the company. I thought this was like one of those OEM Chinese manufacturers that say, hey, well, we can put your logo here. Nope. Let me know in the comments if you've ever heard of them. I wanted to get a pair of inexpensive Bluetooth headsets for my wife, who is far less of a audio snob as me, but I felt that she deserved slightly better headsets, the wired headsets that she currently uses. So I wanted to also get an inexpensive pair because she has a reputation of destroying the ones that she has. Anyway, so let's look at what you get inside here. We have an instruction manual in English, okay, and a warning sticker saying that you need to charge this only with a 5-volt adapter, so no Qualcomm quick charges. You've got a set of two cords here. It is a stereo headset patch cable and a USB micro cable. So let's take a look at these headphones themselves. They look actually pretty nice. Reminiscent of Beats. In fact, I wonder if well, I'm sure that was done intentionally anyway. It has controllers on this. I presume this would be the left or right. Is there any indication? Right. Okay, so the left controllers, the left headset or ear cup has controls for your device, forward and back, volume, up and down, and also an EQ button, as well as a little built-in, looks like a built-in port for a microphone, or perhaps that's it. There is the USB port for charging and a 3.5 millimeter audio jack for if you want to wire this in, and it has a micro SD slot if you want to put in your tunes in MP3. You can plug them in directly, which is a nice little touch here. And we're going to try them out and see how they sound. There we go. You can see here there's a small on and off switch that slides, and that is how it turns on and off. You would have thought, well, I would have thought that it would be a simple on and off toggle on the main control panel, but they went old school with a physical switch. So there you go. One of the things I did find out that it does come with an auxiliary 3.5 millimeter jack, a patch cable to a port here. When you place the jack in, it turns off the headphones. So there you go. And we're going to listen to what this sounds like through what your voice sounds like through these headsets in Bluetooth. Okay, testing. This is what it sounds like with through the Bluetooth microphone. Now, granted, this doesn't sound good, but because you're used to hearing pretty crappy sound through most phones through the pin speaker, but this is pretty bad. But it is what it is. You kind of get used to hearing poor audio quality through most Bluetooth headsets anyway. So anyway, just wanted to give you a listen to what that sounds like. All right, so I've got the microphone set up inside of my left ear cup. Granted, you'll only be hearing one channel in a sort of a stereo recording, but I think you'll get a sense of the quality of the audio that's coming through here. Now, I've got it sunk up or paired up with my phone, and I'll be playing a selection of different genres of music to showcase the response from these headphones. Now, I just want to pause it there. I know you're not hearing me clearly because you're hearing me through the microphone that's jammed up in my ear cup. But with much better headphones, you'd be able to hear just little crazy little subtleties, like the actual plucking of the strings and just the physicality of the instruments, which you're not getting. Granted, these are really cheap headphones, so but just wanted to point out that that's one of the reasons why I like listening to that particular this genre of music, but also that particular piece, because it really showcases, a budget headphone versus higher end headphones. This is definitely in the budget camp.
Is it getting better?
Really, really basic. Really something. So that's a good thing for most people. So as you heard, especially at the end, the really deep rumbling bass, that really appeals to a lot of folks. And when they're looking for headphones, they'll say, "Oh, these are awesome because you can really feel the bass." Yeah, you can. But here's let me just try to cycle through the different EQ modes using that last bit of music.
3, 2, 1.
So you can hear slightly different renditions of
Is it getting better?
Okay, we're going to explore the modes on this headphone. It also has an FM and the ability to play like an old school MP3 player through the trans flash card. And you activate it through this M button back here on the control panel. So I'm just going to press that.
Kidney dump. From Ari Kondabolu.
Takashi Miyagawa, a 39-year-old man in Osaka, Japan, was arrested for a scheme in which he fooled 35...
Okay, so what do I really think of the iJOY logo headset? Well, before I get started, I would just like to kindly ask you to please hit that like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. It really encourages me to make more content like this, and if you enjoyed this content, please leave me a comment. Or leave me a comment if you didn't like this content, or if you have a suggestion, or a suggestion for a product to review, because I'd really like to know. Anyway, thanks in advance. Alright, so what do I think? Let's start off with what I don't like about these headsets, and for starters, the instruction manual. Let me pull that puppy out. The EQ modes here. It says on the box that you have 6 EQ modes. It doesn't tell you what those 6 EQ modes do or are. It just says that you can press this button to switch to the EQ mode. So that isn't very helpful. Yeah, it has 6 EQ modes, I hate the fact that it doesn't memorize your last EQ setting when you turn the thing on and off. So let's say you're cycling through the EQ modes, which is an issue unto itself because it doesn't tell you that you are cycling through. It would be nice to have an audio cue, a little beep for one, and two, tell you that which IQ mode you're on. I mean, at the very least, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and know that which number you're at. It would have been nicer if they had a little audio voice saying low bass, low treble, extra bass, or whatever, or flat. Just something to tell you which of those EQ modes that you're on and what it does. That would be super helpful. Fortunately, this does not have any of those. You just have to keep on pressing this and listening to the changes in the music or whatever you're listening to. So it's kind of a guessing game there. And what's worse is when you turn it on and off, it goes back to the default mode. So every time you turn your device off to save battery or whatever, or you turn it back on because you had plugged in your aux cable or something, you have to press the EQ mode to get it to the EQ setting that you liked. Now, all right, that aside, there's a big caveat to all these complaints, and that is this thing is less than $20. $20 is less than $20. So, okay, I will grant a lot of leeway for a product that is this inexpensive and actually sounds pretty good. As soon as you actually get it to a good EQ mode, preferably flat and not as muddy and bass heavy as its default mode, it actually sounds pretty good, pretty decent. Certainly as decent as any less feature-packed headphone set for less than $20. So for that reason alone, I would say, yeah, these are really good headsets. Sounds pretty good once you get it to, you play around with the EQ mode and get it to sounding good. Yeah, I have no issues at that point. So anyway, if you think the same way and you're interested in picking one up, I'll include links and everything to these products. You'll find it in the description, or if if you're on a phone and descriptions are kind of hard, pain in the ass to get up to on the phone. So just go to my website, moondogindustries.com, and you'll find links, the products, and where you can get it there. So moondogindustries.com. Anyway, thank you for watching. Sorry for this is getting a little long. Anyway, thanks for watching. Moondog out.
Hey, if you like this video, please share it on social media. Facebook, forums, MeWe, whatever platform you're on. And if you want to see more videos, check out moondogindustries.com.